it's interesting that your mother like led you to art and helped your sister in art and stuff like that. Because most parents, they don't care about art, or not in a way where they want to help cultivate your thought process into it. When was the first time your mother seen one of your features, and how did she felt about it?
Oh wow, that's a good question. I can't remember before as a feature, but we do a lot of community work. Especially my mom was always involved in a lot of community stuff. So she had a special program. She would always get me to perform a poem.
Mm-hmm.
So and she'll always tell me, I do pretty good. I have a poem about my grandmother, her mother, that I done. The first time she heard it, she did come to me and said that was good.
Yeah.
So I do remember that.
I like that poem. I saw you do it at the slam at Kim Warner joint.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she said that was good. I do remember that.
Your grandmother, how? So, because what's funny, I never thought about this question, but since you brought on your grandmother, what effect did she have on your life? Because that poem is very detailed.
Grandma's funny. Like, she really was a 4'11" woman, little bitty woman, man. But she always used to watch us. In that house was my grandmother, my grandfather at the time, and my aunt, her daughter. So it was big house, not real big, but it's a big house of love. And then my mom, when she had to work, we had to stay with my grandmother and grandfather. Mm-hmm. So they always take care of us, man, and they spoiled us. And I remember when MTV first came out, my grandma got cable, so she knew the grandbaby was coming over. So we'd watch cable.
Oh, and that was special back then.
Yeah.
Having cable, you was damn near rich.
Yeah.
You was rich. Your grandparents was rich back then.
I don't know about rich, but they got them checks every month. So we know when it came in, my grandma would go buy cakes and pies. Probably one of the most healthiest things to do. Right. I mean, they end up with some serious health problems, man. But they bought like all kinds of stuff for the grandbabies, so that was cool. Even when we got older, what y'all want? Y'all want to go somewhere? Y'all want something Hardee's?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all need some money, Robert? Yes, ma'am.
It's funny that grandparents always looked out for us back then.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's like that too much now.
Well, because grandma ain't 50 or 60. Grandma like 30.
Yeah.
38.
So they don't know what to do.
And they trying to do their own thing, And I'm honestly, I'm a grandfather now. I got 2 grown daughters who got kids. Mm-hmm. And it's strange for me to say I'm a grandfather, because I don't feel like a grandpa, because to me, grandpa like 60.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't look like a granddad.
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it.
So do you do stuff like spoil them and give them money to pull them to the side?
Well, the oldest one is like 3.
So. They still
kids. They still babies.
Yeah.
They love pop.
Right.
I play with them. I have fun when I see them. I vid chat them sometimes. But that's it, man. And they don't know about the value of money right now, so I can't spoil them with that.
Right.
But they know they come be playing.
How do you are a full-time artist, right?
Yes.
How do you balance the time between your art, your kids, your grandkids, whoever your significant other, and your poetry, and time to yourself? How do you balance that?
Man, look here. I'll be lying if I say it's easy. But having a good support system, knowing that they understand what you do, that's been the biggest thing, having people support. Have your loved ones to understand, friends and family, to be there, and make it work. It's challenging. Very much so it's challenging, because sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes you have a drought, and then people look with their hands out, like, where the money at? But I just believe, I know there's a difference having a belief system and a know system. Mm-hmm. I know that everything I do pays off.
Most definitely.
And even at the darkest hour, the dawn hits. Mm-hmm. Something fall in my lap.
Right.
Because I put the work in.
Right.
I'm very proud of that. You want to talk about brag. Now, one thing I do brag on, nobody's going to outgrind me. I will outgrind anybody. That's how I feel.
That's how you win.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'll make sure to eat. I got to do it, because I got one line. Big Sean said this line. I say it to myself every day. He said, I wake up every day like the rents do.
That's real.
I took that with me, like, whoa, okay, so I wake up like, okay, I gotta do something.
Right.
Rent due. Even if it's not due, rent due.
Right.
So I'm wheels are turning, I'm making something happen. And yeah. So it's a challenge, man, but we make it work.
All right. And how much time do you get to yourself for you to, because you gotta write.
You gotta have that time.
Because to me it's like, You got the Say What Sundays. You
Well,
got your slam team.
I will say in regards to that, I'm sorry to cut you off. I apologize to cut you off. I retired from slam coaching. So,
Okay.
So I'm fully retired from that. So that frees up more time.
You want to make sure you clear. That's clear on that. I mean, no, don't
Shout
even
out my man Black Phoenix. He's taking over the team now. And even at the Sundays, I host the first and third Sundays.
Oh, okay.
So you got.
So you have freed up more time for yourself.
Yeah, I freed up more time. Late nights, everybody sleep, the kids sleep. I get a little time to, to write, to grind, or be on the laptop without interruptions. Yeah, so it works out.
All right, let me ask you. Let me get a little deeper. How many mistakes you made to get to the level of balancing that shit? Because you make mistakes.
A lot.
And you don't even see it because you got tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
It's a lot of mistakes. Well, as a chess player, I love chess, and a chess instructor, I work on trying to calculate certain things. But like you say, something you just can't see.
There's always a hidden variable.
Yeah, it is, and it's hard to even balance that brain versus my artist brain. Because one thing I know I've learned from the greatest athletes to the greatest artists, that there's a level of selfishness you got to have.
Yes, you do.
It's just a level of selfishness you got to have to be great. And I teeter that line I work towards balance. I hate try. I work towards balancing that to the best of my abilities, because it's in me. I don't want to ever be in a situation where I'm be mad at my significant other or my kids. I didn't fully live out what I needed to do, even though a lot of it I caused them myself. But I work towards balancing that because I got to have that. You get to be great. You got to put those hours in, and I do that.
And I also think when you do it, it makes you a better person. It makes you more whole. Because if you're not doing exactly what's in your head, that shit can kill you. That can kill you.
I was listening to Shannon Sharp, man. I know he hosts the show Undisputed, but he was talking about how the sacrifices you have to make. And Shannon Sharp was a great tight end, and he had to really miss recitals, miss games sometimes, but he tell his kids at the same time, now your college is paid for. You able to have this car, do this and that, because I did sacrifice.
Right.
But I'm able to allow you to do things you want to do for your life.
Right.
I'm able to leave a legacy. And that's my whole focus now. I want to leave a legacy.
Right. What you saying, I understand that, and that's what I strive for. I'm gonna tell you the scariest part though. And I want to see what you think about it. Because this is the part I be thinking about. What happens if you don't get to where you want? Cause what's in my mind? In my mind, I'm gonna be a multi-billionaire. I can help all my friends and family. I can help the Porsche community get to I can't do it by myself, but I'll be one of the ones to help Porsche get to the next level. Black people would basically, it's like a Wakanda in America for black people. That's in my mind, right?
Right.
But what happens if you break your neck, you do all these sacrifices, and the content there, the work ethic there, everything you've done, you have made the right moves, but the doors are not opening for you. Then what have you left them? Have you just left? Not you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me, or I'm talking about in general. For anybody who's chasing their dreams, what happens when you chase your dreams, you're good at things, and it still don't go quite like you envision in your head? Then what?
Well, I like to think I'm busting through the doors. I'm not worried about that.
Right.
I'm gonna bust through the door. I'm gonna get that. And I watch a lot of movies. Like Lonzo said in training, I'm gonna get that money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that money, and that's the mentality you have to have. I don't think about if it don't work. I think it's gotta work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it. It's gotta work.
Right.
Because if you focus on it not working, then it's not gonna work. Because
Right.
that's the energy you put towards that thing not working. But I know intellectually you got to have what's the fail set? What's the plan?
Right.
If it don't work, if you grinding and you seeing stuff come in, at least something coming in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You seeing
it's
your
coming in.
Yeah.
Right. So what you have to do is keep studying the times, study what you're in, study your craft, to find out other ways to make it work.
Most definitely.
And that's also creating multiple streams of income. I have little side businesses that I've been working on. So if per se that don't happen, I still have other stuff that I work towards building for my own self, for my brand. So once you build your brand, you have to stretch it out, extend it to other parts of making money.
Most definitely.
So that it can happen. So I don't think every millionaire, every billionaire in this world never thought of a plan B.
Right.
They did it, and they knew it was going to work, and they kept pushing to work till everybody. Sooner or later, somebody's going to buy in.
Right.
Especially if you're great, you're great,
and you believe in it,
and you believe it, and you know in it.
Yeah, you know in it. I like that. I like that.
So even now, it's gonna work. I can't think. Failure's not an option.
Yeah. And see what you just said. I feel let me make sure I'm clear on something. To me, I feel like the only way it's not gonna work is if I die.
Right.
If I die, or if I give up. That's in my mind.
But that's the only thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's real though, man. That's the only thing that can happen if it don't work.
Right.
If you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you keep grinding every day, you putting forth the effort and investing in yourself, man, it's gotta work.
Yeah.
The formula's been there. It's shown those 1% of people who made it work because they didn't give up.
Yeah, and they
made it work.
Yeah.
They knew it was gonna work.
In relationships.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, of course, relationships is number one in that, man. You gotta make the proper relationships.
Right. So what happened when you did your second slam?
I
remember the first slam.
Oh man,
you only had one poem locked and loaded, but the second slam, how was the second slam you did?
I think my second slam was for the team, the slam team I was on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I made the team, so. But the second individual slam, I think I was probably more seasoned then. I still took some L's, but by the time I won my first slam, I was ready. I was more prepared. Had some poems.
Mm-hmm.
And,
What was your favorite subject in school?
art. All day long. I'm a visual artist.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I draw.
Did you draw?
I draw paint. I did create this design on the shirt, but I didn't draw it. Actually, it was a picture, and I kind of altered it and Photoshop some things.
Right.
Yeah, I did design this shirt.
That's dope.
I appreciate it.
Tell them where they gonna get them shirts at.
Oh, go to my website, iammoodyblack.com. Click store. You can get my t-shirt. I got mugs. I got stickers. I have a chapbook called On the Outside Looking In, and all kind of merchandise, tote bags. Go to my site, click store. You can get this. You can get this right here. I'm working on getting different colors.
Where can they get your beard stuff from?
Oh man, I only make it by order now, and I kind of slowed down on that.
Okay.
Because it was just a lot
time
more work
consuming?
and time, and it wasn't paying off.
Right.
So it wasn't slowing me down for the other stuff I could do.
Okay, I got you.
So I make it for myself. Anybody wants some, I make them a little bottle.
Right. What is it called?
It's Moody Black Beard Oil.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Moody Black Beard Oil. That's dope.
Yeah.
What? How did you come up with the idea? What made you say, you know what? It's time. Let me do something
Well,
different.
I had this beard for a long time.
When you started the beard?
2009.
Oh yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. I only cut it twice.
Oh, okay. You cut it off twice?
Cut it off. Well, I cut it off once.
Oh, okay.
I cut it down. I just cut it down maybe 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been, If I've never cut it, probably like wait out here.
be like what Moses out this joint. Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Nah, it's
19.
Allergies.
19.
Allergies, dog. I have severe allergies. I'm a healthy dude, bro.
Nah,
I've been practicing my social distancing. Are you way over there?
I don't know now. I'm ready. I got a mask on while I'm interviewing him right now.
Talking all clear. There's no muffling involved. But he got a mask on.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, man. Just cause it can be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Taking care of your beard, because so much. Once I studied it, like so much grooming you have to do. You have the beard oil, the spray, the balm. And, So I'm like, you know what? Let's make this for myself. So I made it for myself first, and it did pretty good. Let me try. I got a couple of friends. Man, try this out. What you think? Man, this is cool. I start selling it.
Right. That's dope. But see, that's dope that you have the entrepreneurial mindset. Whereas though, how did you have the business mindset? What made you have the business?
I'm glad you asked that. I'm glad you asked that.
I'm gonna ask this, baby.
Because I always been a hustler. My dad was a hustler, man. Now he was a boxer, man, but he had little side jobs. He was always trying to make something happen. Mm-hmm. Okay. And just, growing up around a lot of people in the hood that were hustlers, I'm watching how they move. So when I first started doing poetry in school, in junior high school, they didn't think poetry was cool then. I got ridiculed. Cats would tease me, and they felt a certain way because it's always a stigma of you're a poet, you soft.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just for girls, So I would still do it. At some point, I didn't care anymore. You know what? I'm still gonna read these poems. They can say whatever. So by the time I got to high school, them same folk that were teasing, picking on me, especially the athletes, the jocks. Man, hey, bro, hey, can you write me a poem so I can give it to my girl and say I wrote it? I'm like, Yeah, no problem. $10. I was like, okay, y'all can get this for free.
Right.
So I would charge folks write poems. Even the girls too. They're ruthless too. They're coming to me, I'm gonna give a poem to my boyfriend. Cause I didn't give up. I was that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who can we get to get a poem? That dude right there writes poetry. Cause I never gave up. I didn't care what they said. I enjoyed it.
Right.
You know, I took the ridicule. Then it became a cool thing. Now I'm that dude, but I'm making money.
Mm-hmm.
So I would charge write poems. You know, so it worked out for me.
What's the most you made in a year, as far as not? I'm talking about back then, not
back
now.
then?
Back then, when
Man.
you was charging them, did you keep count of how much you made that year in school?
I was a teenager, man.
That's dope. That's dope.
That $10 got gone quick as I got it, man.
That's still dope. No, it's something you brung up, and me and B-Rock talked about this, and a couple other points we talked about
B-Rock.
this. My question to you is, salute to B-Rock, be more all day. First YouTube album, first Instagram album ever. Make sure you go to B-Rock page. I executive produced that joint. Go on, yeah. We out here, we working, we trying to work.
Check that out.
Make sure you go check that album out. The first person to ever do it, remember, it was a poet from Baltimore, where I'm from. Yeah, he's from Baltimore. The thing I want to ask you this, we talked about this, I want to ask you this. Why do you think it's a stigma on poetry that, soft? Or is this? Or is that?
I think it goes back to the 50s and 60s when the beatniks were doing it. And everything was cool, yeah, very cool. And all the girls flocked to it. And so you didn't see, the image wasn't a strong, manly man doing it. You had this laid back dude.
There you go with that toxic masculinity shit again.
But that's what it was, though. You know, that was the thinking of the man, that it wasn't cool.
Right.
Now, I'm with y'all on that. That wasn't cool for the man to think that. So that wasn't a manly thing to do. Doing some poems.
Right.
What's that, man? You better get out here and throw this football or something. You
Most
know.
Definitely.
So it was deemed as a soft thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then the cats would dress a certain way. You know, from the hippie era, the beatniks, you had a certain way you dressed, so it wasn't seen like a manly, cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So that spawned that way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not saying it's right either, y'all. Moody Black love everybody. I'm overemphasize that. Y'all not gonna tarnish my name. Moody Black is a sexist.
Oh shit!
But that was the thinking, man. Cats didn't think that was cool. You do poetry, man. And then add on top of that, it wasn't nothing people make serious money from either. So why are you wasting your words?
Right.
Doing that for, man. That's lame. You cool.
You know, when I was saying, one thing I always say, I feel like poetry is a weapon.
It is.
Right? And I feel like we are weapons because we know how to explain our emotions, we know how to explain our thought process, and we know how to explain your emotions and your thought process. And I feel like they don't want us to be heard, because if they being heard, we could teach them how to be human again. That's what we are.
Poetry
we are the
is a
weapons.
powerful tool, man. It's the most powerful weapon. Especially those who are not signed to a label. You got the freedom to say whatever you want, whenever you want, in artistic fashion, to lead people. Yeah, freest form of speech, man. Freest form of speech.
When you first got on stage, how did it feel? Was you scared?
No, because by that time, by junior high school, I was doing theater. I got in a theater program, and so I got used to the stage. The crazy thing, my sister was in theater before I was, and she's a year younger than me. And I never forget, she was in the theater program, they had a summer camp, and we went to support her in a play. And I was like, man, we do that at home all the time. I'm watching my sister on stage, like, I do that. We play around like that. Right. So the next year, I enrolled in the theater program that was after school and did summer camps. And so, the funniest thing, when I got cool, this is when I got cool in junior high school. Because people kind of had, whatever about me, they didn't know about me, or they had preconceived notions.
Let me say this to you before you go forward. When you got cool by their thought process. Because you've been fucking cool.
Man, I appreciate it.
Because they coming to you spending money with you, trying to get you to do shit.
Before I started charging the money.
Oh, okay.
I did my first play at school.
Okay.
It was the Christmas Carol. Scrooge dude. I was Scrooge.
Oh, shit.
I was a black Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
And cats, they thought whatever about me, man. But when I did that play, the next day I came to school, oh man, what's up? Hey, Screws. By humbug. They walk by. I'm like, oh shoot, okay. Everybody was there that saw me. They spread the word. Yeah, that dude plays Scrooge.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
So, like, see, I wasn't artistic when I might have been, but didn't know it. How did you come up with it? Because to me, you talking, but it's an underlying thing. How did you come up with the thing where it's just like, fuck what people think, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do? How did you come up with that?
Because when I first, from that book, and Walter Renda, shout out to him, he's still alive, he's 80 years old. Just reading that book about being young and free, I wanted that feeling. I wanted to be young and free, and accepting what freedom is not worrying about what other people think. You know, and in some degree, we worry about how we perceive, but worrying about what people think is different.
Yeah.
And at some point, I was like, you know what, man, I like it. I like writing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm gonna still do it.
So what things people used to say and shit?
Oh man, especially in our community, we got to stop doing that, man. To think intelligence mean you being white.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he trying to sound white, or you know, that's lame, man. Nobody doesn't know poetry, man. That's stupid.
Yeah, right.
The whole thing weak. Yeah, things like that.
That's a manipulative tactic that they use to keep us dumb.
Oh yeah, but we bought into it.
Yeah,
that's a sad thing. We buy into it to equate intelligence with being white.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So nah.
Even when they throw the shit like, oh, you a nerd.
Yeah.
Like.
But you know, I embrace that. I'm a cool nerd.
No.
I'm a cool nerd.
No, I'm just talking about just not necessarily you. Just in general, when they call any of us nerds, it's like
it's derogatory.
If you are good at anything, you're a nerd. If you're a poet, that means you're good at words. You're a fucking nerd. If you're good at games, that means you put a lot of information to learning how to do it. You're a nerd. You're a nerd at any level of something that you basically know a lot about.
Right.
Am I tripping?
No. Okay. I feel that, man.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, no, Tom Brady a nerd.
Yeah, he a nerd.
He studied the game.
Yes. You got to be a nerd to be great.
And I'm with that, man. I like to take the nerd and make it positive.
How many tours you've done, bro?
Oh, a bunch.
You can't even count them. It's just.
What's
what's a better question? What's your first tour?
Oh man, like first tour, the Carolinas. You know, Columbia. I mean, South Carolina. I would go to Columbia, Charleston, of course, Greenville, Spartanburg, then hit North Carolina. You know, the Charlottes, Durham, Hickory, Kinston. Shout out to China. Just that's my first. Just doing the Carolinas.
Did you do it solo or you was with people?
Just me.
How did it feel? What did you learn from that tour?
Oh, the lessons a lot, man. I actually do a workshop on that. So if y'all want to attend my workshop on touring, I give you that. But I did learn to be better prepared, like what to bring. Certain etiquette you got to have when, like, if somebody putting you up in their house, certain things you got to know, this person's opening their house to you. And just, you got to plot out your gas, distance, it's really a strategic thing to go on tour. And a lot of people just like, let's get in the car and get on the road. And nah, it's a lot to it. And you have to master. So I learned as I went through it, as I was navigating through it, I picked up a lot of lessons along the way. And I love it. I miss that part, especially during these times. I miss being on the road, doing live shows and energy. Yeah.
Did you ever have a mentor in the poetry game?
Wow. Shout out to my homie Kimberly Sims Gibbs. She was my first slam coach. So I learned a lot from her. Then just studied.
I never knew she did poetry.
Yeah.
That's the one who booked me, right?
Yeah.
I never knew she did.
Poet. Matter of fact, she has a book that she's been traveling with. It was about the mill villages in South Carolina. And, she's some dope poems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a great writer.
What's the name of her book, if you remember?
Oh man, you go to put me on the spot like that.
Oh, okay. Chauvinistic. I bet you would know a man book.
Lindy Lynn or something. Something Lynn in there.
Just go on Amazon, search her name.
Yeah, Kimberly Sims Gibbs.
Okay.
There you go. Kim, don't be mad at me. Hey, I'm promoting your book though. Y'all go check that book out. It's dope.
Where were you at? What was the first project you put out for yourself?
Oh man, now I do hip hop too.
I know.
So several hip hop projects, but my first poetry project, never forget it. I was in Spartanburg and had like maybe 5 or 6 tracks on it. And I never forget, I had this track called Exclusive Acts. And I capitalized the E, the X, and the S in the title.
That's dope.
But it was really cool. It was like an ethereal kind of love poem. And I had my cousin who speaks French. So she did the hook. Like I would say some lines and she did some lines in French.
That's dope.
And then had a beat with it and I did this poem.
Just,
oh man.
When will you put that out?
Oh dude, early 2000s, man.
But yo, the poem you just spit to me before we start recording, what you just said, I love that you willing to just push creativity and just go somewhere other people not thinking about going. I love that you do that.
And it's so crazy, man. I'm on Bandcamp a lot because it allow you to freely put stuff up and change it how you want. I'm working towards putting my whole discography on there, you know, because I look back like, man, this was cool at the time. Like nobody really got into it, but I had some cool stuff, man, you know. But I actually like, and I'm a big Jimi Hendrix fan, man. I love Jimi, so listening to a lot of Jimi Hendrix, it really influenced my very first poetry CD. And
what was the name of it?
Oh man, it was just Moody Black.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, just Moody Black. No, I take it back. So I went through a name change. My first album was under the moniker Mood Swing. That was my first name, Mood Swing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to change it though because I discovered there was an MC and a poet with that name.
Oh, okay.
But by that time, matter of fact, 2004. So my first poetry CD is right before I went to my first Southern Fried, 2004, and I was Mood Swing, and people always ask how I got the name. So I got the name. I was dating this girl. She told me I had Mood Swing, so I came up with that name to spite her. I ain't got no mood swings, but I be mood swinging now. Take that. But when I discovered that, and I already had attended my first Southern Fried, and got to do some open mics with some people, they were calling me Moody for short. I was Moody already. Right. So when I discovered that, I just kept Moody. People knew me as Moody.
Right.
So I just had to find something cool to go with.
No, your name fit you.
I appreciate it, man. So and black, one of my favorite colors. It went through transformation. I'm Moody brown, Moody green, Moody.
For real?
Moody different things. Yeah. Finally, I would call my friends. What do you think about this? What about this name? What about this name?
You ever see the jazz Moody James? James Moody?
I know about James Moody. Also, there's a group called the Moody Blues.
Are they good? Are they good?
It's rock. Yeah, they good.
Because James Moody.
James Moody's good.
He good.
But I called my friend one day, man, what do you about Moody Black? Man, yo, that's it. Keep that.
Yeah.
So I've been Moody Black since then. So.
Isn't it good to have people that you can throw stuff off?
Oh, yeah.
Even if they not creators, like, I trust this person's thought process.
Oh, yeah. You got to have those people, man.
Yeah.
And keep it real with you. If it's whack, they take, nah, this whack.
They ain't it.
Yeah, you need those folk.
Yeah. So when did you say, all right, I'm going to name this project this? Like, was it off the break? Or was it like you were throwing around names? You was like, fuck it. I'm going to just call it Moody Black.
Just right after around about 2005-ish. Once everybody was like, it's a cool name, I was like, let's go roll with it.
Southern Fried, it's funny. Somebody was telling me, I think last year, they was talking to me, was like, yo, Milk, you got to go and see this here. I've never been to Southern Fried. I'm going to start going.
Real cool event, man.
Yeah, tell me about, you say you went to Southern Fried once you change it, before you change your name. So tell me about how Southern Fried feel.
It's really cool, man. You link up with the right people, they really treat you like family, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Team Slam, where you see a lot of individual slams, but with the Team Slam was a different beast, and I love it. Each bout is 4 teams. You have to draw to see who go first. Just like a regular slam, you draw to see who go first, second, third, or fourth, whatever. But once you do that, the rotation change. Each round is 4 rounds, but the rotation change. If I pull an A, I'll go first. My team go first. The next round, I may be third. The next round after that, I may be fourth. And the second to last round, so the rotation change is a certain format.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's real dope.
I like that. I
love the team slams, man. It's a beautiful thing. So, say my team representing Greenville, your team representing Atlanta. If I got first, I may send a group piece. May put 4 or 5 people on stage to do one poem. And say for instance, my group piece don't do well, you as a coach got to see, okay, the team piece say it's going well. I'm gonna send up an individual. All right, I'm gonna send myself up next. So you may go next, try to trump what I did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The judge may not be feeling a team piece, they may be feeling an individual piece of it. You may score higher. Now, my turn, when the second round come again, I got, okay, that piece beat us right here, so forget the group piece. I'm gonna send this particular poet and this poem. they may be feeling a political poem.
Right.
All right. So my team
It's
gonna
like
be ready.
you playing chess.
It is. It's poetic chess.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got to feel the audience, see what they feeling. It's so many factors involved, but it's a rush.
Right.
I love the team slam, man.
Right,
you know,
right. When you won the Slam Madness in 2014 and 2016, when your team won that, how was that team? Was
no,
it
it's individual. It was, and shout out my best friend Johnny C. Weaver came up with the concept like March Madness, Slam Madness, where you have to draw and fill in the brackets. Poets, it's all poets, and it's a 2-day event. He has 32 poets. So one day 16 go here, next day 16 go here, and the final day, the top 8 from each one of those bouts, they compete for the cash prize.
Singular. How much is the prize?
Oh, I remember when he first started. It may be the first time he had it. It may have been maybe $200, but now it's like $2,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good concept.
Yeah.
That
concept, my bro.
See, John. I'm gonna, first of all, give a salute to Johnny because he gave me the feat. That was my second.
Yeah.
You know, my thing is this: like ideas like that need to be pushed to the forefront of poetry. To me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to go ahead and what you call that thing? Trademark that thing, man.
You betcha. You better.
People starting to do a branch out, do something similar.
You better.
But man, nothing like it, man, because he have a youth workshop when the poets come out of town. If you're gonna participate, you got to also help do some community work.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you get a few poets, do some workshops for the youth.
Yeah.
We have a picnic. It'll be grilling, poets hanging out.
Is that the one with Red?
No, Red's a different thing. Shout out my man Red Martin, Sunday dinner. He helped feeds homeless people and people who overcome drug addictions and stuff like that. And the poets come and perform.
Okay.
So we feed people.
Okay.
Shout out my man Red Martin. That's another thing. But now Slam Madness is that before the bout, before like the competition, we have like a big cookout with all the poets and get food donated and grill and play games.
Can you do me a favor the next time that he have that? When he posted, tag me. I'll post it on my page. I want to come.
We're supposed to have it, but the pandemic came.
Yeah.
He have it during March. He have it during March.
Oh shit! So he got to wait until next year.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it's doing March for the whole March Madness thing. Yeah. So Slam Madness.
I'm gonna let B-Rock know. We gotta come up there. Yeah,
B-Rock did. B-Rock did the last one. He was
did?
the last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who all was in it?
Oh man.
So many motherfuckers you can't even.
Yeah,
because you'll start naming one.
You
like,
name somebody.
you ain't named me.
Was in it. You name somebody. I can tell you they was in it or not.
Was you in it?
No, I was in the year before that. I wasn't in the last one.
Do you not? Why do you don't? Why some you be like, I ain't gonna fuck with this shit?
Well, I've done it. I've done it from the beginning.
Right.
Till 2017.
Right.
That was the last time I did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
how the judges go? Who judges? Same way.
Same concept. You getting random judges out the audience.
That's dope.
Yeah. So it's been some. It's I like it, man. Some people. I
like it.
So here's the thing. Here's what poets get all in their little feelings about. Like he the rules. That's why do your homework. The rules are rules. You don't get mad because you don't win. Trying to fuss about the rules. You knew the rules coming in.
All right. So go back to what you said in the beginning. Know the rules.
Know the rules. I don't. If I go to your house, I don't get upset. Stuff don't go my way because it's not my house. It's not my rules.
Right.
So Johnny C has a rule where if you and I was going back, if you go first, I go next. We both got a 30. But we got to have a tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is he has audience write words in the hat on a piece of paper and put it in the hat. And you got to freestyle for a minute. So you pick a word. So if you got stone, so you got to incorporate stone in your freestyle poem for 1 minute. And I may have a different word. So now the audience got to either write down a 1 or a 2. You the first poet. They put a 1, they like it. Your second poet, they like that, they put a 2. And it's still 5 judges raising up their score or name.
Right.
They have your name on the board, they have Milk or they have Moody.
Right.
There's always 5 judges, so it's going to be an odd number, so you advance that way. You advance so there's a winner.
That's dope. That's different.
Yeah, and it's really cool.
The only thing I probably would say to make it more fair, that's not it's his shit. I would say, all right, y'all flip the coin, heads or tails. We're going to, all right, whoever get heads, you get to pick whether you want to do this or just do another poem. Whoever get tails, you get to pick either one. Heads or tails. So we flip it, it's going to be, if it's, what y'all want? Y'all choosing heads or y'all choosing tails? Both of y'all. Well, we choosing heads. All right, so if it's tails, y'all got to pick from this. If it's heads, y'all get to go ahead and do a poem out of your arsenal.
Now, see, that's an unfair advantage.
Why you say that?
If somebody else say if they get to do a freestyle and I get one out of my arsenal.
No, I'm saying y'all choose together.
Oh.
So like, let's say me and you in it, and we both scored a 30, right? Now they say to us, do y'all want heads or do y'all want tails? So me and you choose heads when you flip the coin, If that shit going tails, we got to pick from that motherfucking bag, both of us.
Yeah, I feel you. I just disagree with it, man. If the rule's set, you know the rule. Be prepared for it. Be prepared.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And it makes it interesting. It's fun. You as an artist, you got to come up with something quick.
And you got to do it.
You got to do it. And here's my thing too. To go back to the rules now. And I've heard poets complain about it. But my man Navi, shout out my man Navi in Asheville, Lake Eaton Arts Festival, Leaf Festival, it's a $1,000 slam you have every year in Black Mountain, North Carolina, and the final day, the final rounds, there's 4 rounds. One of those rounds is a freestyle round. You got the same thing. There's words on the stage. You pick one. You got a freestyle. Nobody's complaining about that.
Right.
Nobody's complaining about that.
Right,
you just do it. But my man Johnny C come up with something. You know, folks want to complain. You knew the rules.
I wouldn't complain.
But folks do complain
Oh,
because they get mad because what you brought up. Because what the argument is, it's a poetry slam. I should do a freestyle. I should just do my poem.
Right.
Nah, this makes it interesting.
Right. It does make it interesting.
Yeah,
because we gotta see how nice you are. We can do it at the spot.
Exactly.
That's how we can really see how nice you are.
Exactly. But poets get mad. Well, my nicest stuff is my poem. Nah, how we gonna test how creative you are
On the spot.
on the spot?
The only people I've seen freestyle poems is you, B-Rock, and I think Ed Mabry. Everybody. I'm sure other people.
And hats off to him. Ed's a beast of that.
I'm sure other people can do it too, but I haven't seen too many people just do a freestyle.
Well, here's a strategy, man. Here's the thing, and I seen Ed do it. Wherever you go, if you know it's a potential opportunity for you to do a freestyle, examine your surroundings, observe your surroundings, think of something that you can creatively say about whatever you see, and store that in your brain. And when it's time to freestyle, even if you're given a word, you incorporate that word to your skeleton you created.
Right.
You just create a skeleton. You know what I'm saying? No different if you're in a cypher freestyling. I'm looking around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if I'm freestyle battling somebody, I'm checking you out. Right. I'm going to put whatever I observe about you in the freestyle. Right. Same thing with a poem.
Right.
You know, you observe your surroundings. You know, now what I like to do in my sets, I have people throw words at me. You know?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Throw some words at me. That to me, that's like, I may have something to say, like, if I come to your venue, I'm checking everything out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if I do freestyle, or a lot of times I do plan to, for fun, I'm going to say something about this. And I'm going to have them throw words at me. So I can incorporate, I have a skeleton in my head. All I got to do is incorporate the words they throwing out in my poem. You know? Yeah,
you, B-Rock, Ed, y'all the only people I've seen. I mean, I've seen rappers do it. I've seen King Los do it. I've seen, who else? I've seen people do it, but, you know, as poets, y'all the only people I've seen do it. And I'm sure there's other people who probably do it too, but,
right.
and I salute y'all because that's one of my things. I do it, but I do it in the house. I mean, I play. I'm gonna tell
you what inspired me to do that.
Right.
My first time I went to Lake Eaton Leaf Festival, I went there 2006, never forget it. When I saw them do that if you make it, if you want the top poets and make it to the final round, and I saw them pick out a piece of paper and have to freestyle a poem, in my head, and I haven't been back. I said, I'm gonna come back next year. I haven't been back, but I'm like, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna practice freestyling. Like I as a rapper, I did it. So I'm like, okay. So I would practice. I would go back to our open mics. I would have people throw some words to me, or I'm gonna pass some pieces of paper out my sets. Y'all write some words. I'm gonna freestyle about it. So I would practice. I would prepare myself to be able to freestyle like that. So then it became, okay, I got enough practice in. I see how it is. I watch other poets. I'm observing. All right, I'm gonna use this in my freestyle. Use that. Now throw some words at me. Boom. So I got a skeleton in mind, but I'm gonna use already.
Yeah, but it don't. When you're doing it, it don't seem like it. Just seem like you're just doing it.
And man, sometimes man, you get good enough. You know, you can't. You know, it's like getting good at. If you're good at changing the tire, you probably do it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things.
Do you do it sometimes unknowingly? Like right now, we in this environment. Are you still looking at stuff like, if I got a freestyle, I could do this?
Yeah.
You do it. Let's just.
I'm just. That's the type of person I am. When I go places, I'm just observing anyway. I'm gonna check out my surroundings. Yeah, and I don't know if that's a hood thing.
It's a hood thing. No, it ain't a hood thing. It's a black man living in America.
Yeah. So I'm always checking out my surroundings anyway.
Right.
So yeah, if I'm for a freestyle, okay. All right, I saw this thing. Okay, throw that in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So in 2014, because we was talking about
Slam Man. Oh yeah.
So 2014 and 2016, did you won those two?
2014, there's the only two I won.
Okay.
Been on final stage 3 times, won 2.
Okay. Who was you up against
in the finals?
Yeah.
2014, Kelly Ray.
Okay. And 2016?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a tight one.
I know.
And we had to
y'all
freestyle.
both monsters. I mean,
And
shit.
we had to freestyle.
Y'all both monsters. I mean, you know, it's only rightfully so. You know what I mean? But
In
it's dope.
2017, I was 2018. 2018, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was on final stage with Coco Flaw. She's
Coco.
in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
She had a 30, I had 29.9.
She a monster.
She a monster.
She a monster?
She a monster.
Oh, yeah, I got to look her up.
She a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, she beat me. That was my last time doing it.
When you get a chance, send me a list of monsters. I know you sent me 2 of the slam, but like even that name you just said, I don't even know Shorty.
Yeah,
But I know
shout out
she
Coco
probably.
Flaw.
If she got the 29, she is head to head with you. That means she a
So
monster.
she had a 30. I had a 29.9.
Oh, she had the 30.
Yeah, she beat me. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been on final stage 3 times, won twice.
Okay. Do she still perform?
Yeah. Matter of fact, she was on the Charlotte Slam team this past year. So she's a monster.
Speaking of slam teams, how do it feel to be? I know you're not the leader of the slam team. There, you make that clear. How did it feel creating your team and building your team? Take us through that process of building your team, and how do it feel to run a team in slam?
It's work,
Give us the
man.
pros and the cons. That's what I'm trying to.